Hey guys, it's Sia at Black Petal Gardening. It is a lovely Sunday and we're out just kind of checking to see what the garden looks like, figuring out what things we need to do. There's a lot of weeding that needs to be done, and that's not really a favorite thing of mine. So I will probably be doing the absolute minimum of that and bemoaning it when it gets worse as the months go on. But that is just the way that I roll, and it's all on me, and I can't blame anybody else, and that's just it. That said, we are going to take a look at our garlic. So give me a second, turn you around, and we'll take a look. Okay, so we went to a elephant garlic festival in, I want to say it was September of last year. I don't think it was any earlier than that. I wish I could remember the company or the farm that hosts it, but it is a every year annual festival in a town that's kind of outside of Hillsboro, Oregon. Um, and so we were able to get one elephant garlic free, and then we went and bought, they of course have vendors and everything, and so we bought this one packet that had kind of like a sampler of a bunch of different ones. And because I hadn't gotten my act together yet at that point and wasn't doing videoing and or anything like that, I couldn't even begin to tell you what the varieties were that we got in that sampler. But I did take a few from each of the different types and planted them with hopes that we would have a little bit of success on our end. Now, again, I have no clue what these are as far as varieties, but we do have some that have taken, they're growing. Got some really nice thick stalks here. Some of them are a little bit more lackluster, a little thin, but I'm pleased, especially considering the kind of ramshackle way I went about putting them together. We did plant them. I think I didn't get them into pots until October, possibly November at the latest, but I want to say it was October. So by my guesstimation, I think I'm going to be looking at a June, maybe even July harvest time period for these. I'll obviously kind of keep an eye on the leaves to see as they start to die back. I mean, this one already has, but it feels a little too early to be harvesting these. So even if I see two of them have died back, I'm just gonna keep them in the ground until at least June, because right now it's May 7th, and that's just far too early to me to be harvesting my garlic. So that's this group. I've got another group somewhere. Okay, let's go through the ravages of the old bin right there. Yes, over here. So here's some more. And again, you can see some of these are looking, pretty decent. This one, not nearly as good. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being kind of a bust. We should have more over along in this area. But yeah, our squirrels in the area seem to think anything that has ground is there for them to paw through, potentially looking for food. I would be kind of surprised if the squirrels actually ate the cloves that I put in there, but they should very likely pulled them out, maybe gave them a sniff and was like, "Ew," and threw them away. Possibly they could have rotted just with, water, but the fact that these took and those are suddenly gone, I'm thinking it was probably squirrels. Then the last little group that we have are these ones. These ones are looking magnificent. Look at how big those are. So lovely. I mean, this one somehow got planted a little close to one another, so this one's not quite as robust. And we do have one, oops, it's a little spindlier, but even still, these are looking really, really good. So my expectation is I'm going to keep these in the ground until, I would like to until July. I don't know that there's anything stopping me from doing that. Obviously I don't want them to rot in the ground. So what will happen is, depending on how the plants look in June, I may end up moving them somewhere else in the yard so that they don't get either rained on or get part of the regular watering cycle that we do. Because once they get to a certain point, you want the ground to dry up, you want the bulbs themselves to kind of dry, and I don't want to inhibit that process. So we will check back in maybe another month, maybe two, depending on how things are looking. And at that point, if we're talking about July, I'm hoping the next time we do a review, it'll be when we go to harvest and see what we've got. I'm very excited. I wish that I had planted more, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus this 7, that's only 17. And I'm pretty sure I don't have any others hanging around that I missed. So 17 garlic heads, definitely not enough to cover for our entire year, if just as a general rule, especially with the idea that I do want to plant some again. That said, I think that's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So maybe this next fall, we'll make provisions to be able to plant far more. And I will continue to do them in containers, mostly because I want to have that flexibility to move them so that they're not involved or getting part of the watering process that we have once they get towards the end of their lifespan, slash harvest time. And it seems to have worked so far. Well, I'm sure we will talk again soon. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please consider giving us a like, and of course, we'd love to have you subscribe and follow along. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.